All right, I'm going to tell you a mythology, but it is an actuality and reality for our world stage at the moment. From my position, there are levels of things as people learn more things, and the bell curve flattens, and then it becomes more dangerous. Now, that's why we have stack tier. Contigear is what we call it. Contegehr. It is almost like the reverse, the pulling back on the reins of the horse as the horse is trying to run off a cliff with you in the wagon. Yeah? You need all your horses. All your horses are equally as important. Your front horse may know a little bit more, but only how to safely guide the other horses behind it. But any of the other horses are just as important as the front horse in the maintenance. Yeah, I mean, you have to feed them all, you have to water them all, correct? The front one just has a little bit more knowledge than the others for a reason. They have to see what's ahead and make sure that the wagon doesn't flip over, that it can transfer and distribute the weight on a centrifugal force system that it somehow magically knows in its horsiness of alpha as the front lead. Right, okay, so now that we have horsiness down to a science, great, and an understanding. There is this thing in Europe, it is called, this is what gets me crazy with you all. You're like, well, you never mention us when you say Europe. I'm like, listen to me, there is an Iber and an Uber. If I put Iber on the Iberian Peninsula, and then I take a line, and then I hook a right, and I go visit the Pope down by like the Adriatic and Tyrrhenian Sea, and I stick another little dot there. Then I work my way back, because now I have a boomerang, and then I hook a right, and I go east more to your Eastern European. All right, at some point I will hit mountains. Great, okay, so there you are. Now I've mentioned Eastern Europe and Western Europe once, so this way you don't get mad. Because when I say Europe, I think, right, okay, and then you get mad. You're like, well, we are not like the kids that take off all their clothes and shake in the cities of Paris and of the whatever else. We're the good children that stay home and like read the Bible. Right, I forgot exactly. Right. Oh, those are the southern children. Because, well, you know what? I'm not getting in that fight. Anyway, anywho, I find this everywhere I go with you. Oh, seriously. Well, no, the shakers for whatever in the cities, they're a little more. They laugh. They're like, actually, whatever. So, let's think about this. With Uber. Oh, right. There's the babushka. There's the, I call them the Russian nesting dolls. It's like one piece of wood. You open the top and inside, oh my God, there's another little one. It's a little smaller than the first one because the first one had to fit over the second one. Then you take the second one out and you're like, it has and let's take this one off. Oh my God, look at that. And you keep doing that until you get to one solid little itty bitty piece in the center. That's me. Right, I'm just the itty bitty little one in the center. And all of you really great, smart, helpful, worldly human peoples are all the outer covering of my one little piece in the center. Great. So that would be like a sun in the solar CD, right? So now each one of those like bodies that go over and then inside of another one and inside of another one, right? I mean, we hold it, we put the bottom and the top together with a force that holds it. It doesn't just slip off. No, it holds it together. So that's why I'm like, why are these humans having so many problems? Is it the cattle in the field are not acting in accordance with the babushka, like, tight seal? I mean, it's like, which way do I go on explaining this? All right, so now I just had a mirror conversation with myself because I needed my animatronic to update a record on something that I had witnessed in a whatever else I am when it's not in this stuck position in prison, which is where I have been. I'm in the exact same housing unit from when they took me home from the hospital in star 1978. It is now star 2020. That's for Solar City to update their whatevers in Babushka territory. All right, so now I have to think about this. Okay, so because I know there's like, right, I said before about the Michael Jordan with the Looney Tunes and their fight inside of like inner space with one big tall black guy or a brown guy with the paint that doesn't wash off. I don't know who that could be. I mean, his real name was Michael Jordan, but hello, there's the Jordan on the land things. I don't know, are they that color? I thought that they were the ones that were a little lighter, more of like a latte with some milk, or at least that's what the Jordan I met said, but whatever. All right, so, and again, I'm like, right, do I collect years, dates, and names, and then when I poof, I'm disoriented, and I'm like, I just assume it's in the same linear that I was originally in, but now I realize we have an Ortfield cloud problem of multiple images not in the same time frame, and then I've got a Kuiper belt, which is a whole nother set of, like, I got that. All right, so now, but then I don't know how to requiem my etch book for when I'm in Mage. I mean, stretch of the imagination I got down, I'm okay, but for the MIB, oh, right, this is the other thing. I have the skin off the nose. I'm the kid with the skin off the nose for the Koreans. I'm a Korean with the skin off the nose. See? There's a big difference. Because they get mad. Like yesterday, it wasn't even a Korean. It was some other Polynesian political shitbread child with the attitude of this modern mess of colostomy and lost her manners and who she's speaking to, who came at me aggressively. And then some color in the darker shades came after me when I spoke up and defended myself to the kid with the skin on the nose. So it's a little confusing in the speaking of what? Right, okay. One other thing. I'm going to make this really crystal clear. The Tiafril 1975 shitbag that you, like, set me up with, that I did not ask for because he is not 6'5" and he is not the size of a Vlad. Right. So obviously he couldn't be part of the correct direction of where we're going. I've sent paperwork in for compliance so they don't lose their paper trail. All right, see this? Look at this, ready? That's off, on, off, on, switch, SWITCH. That's the electric on-off toggle, TOGGLE. That's what he worked on. That's it. See that pole right there with that box? Right. That box they have a tub. It's like a big black, like garbage pail size thing that they call a transformer that they hold. I call it a vat, but they call it something different. They call it transformer. It is where the linesmen, when they are in stall, it's to stall, STALL, it's to slow down. It's the electric, because you don't need the electric moving like light speed fast, right? This is a outside, like Solar City knows how it works on the inner wooden core, right? Got that, okay. I'm building you an understanding, say 5 layers out as to where I'm comfortable you knowing things. Because where I know things to be so, that I don't have to prove, because I just know, and it's been documented, right, I don't like teaching people new ways of thinking of things at 1 layer above me, or above that, or above that. Really, like 5 layers out, Wait, so you can have electric that brings, where is it? See that light? Oh, that's what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted, light, right? Okay, so you got it, baby. But that's the problem, because then you want to learn about how it works, right? So why don't you just install it? You have a couple accidents. Oh well, right? And you keep that, but I can't have you, right? With dangerous equipment, and I don't know, they don't seem to be wanting to go back to candles. So, with that being said, not my problem. I have bigger problems than that. I was in a laboratory by accident, one of those, and then I just, where there is this new dangerous thing. I have a Biv Lite. It has a little yellow in it. The sheen, SHEEN, is still luminescent within the Biv DeVoe field. Then there was a more chartreuse. I mean, it was a yellow and green. It was a yellow light with a green, I call it braille. It actually looks like the toilet paper when you pull it out in the sheets in the roll. In white color. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. But what they did was they take off the braille machine, they take the dotted whatever, they're taking it off of something like this. That's a higher grade technology, say like one layer out from Solar City, comfortableness. They're taking it off of that, which they're not allowed to do, through computer machine and some printer. They're putting it on this thing in a microbiological lab of black light and chartreuse light. He sits there all by himself. And then it goes from that. He's pulling it off of the mainframe system into a physical realm room. And then he messes with it. And then he has a second, if this is the only one allowed, he installed another one on this wall, where then he feeds it into, and now it's running at a dangerous multi-switch system, which is not it's not permitted, it's not allowed. You get one. And of course, I'm in charge of the policing and the maintenance and the quiet, how do we fix this? But you've got me locked by myself in some false-looking marriage with 4 kids of, I didn't ask for these things. I don't mate with other whatevers, but this is what you have drawn in to my story, so you can break time, science, study Oort, study Kuiper, and the solar sun, being myself, which never changes. You've either sucked into vortex that I was not allowed to be in, and then reported it so that this way it would break things even longer and throw me into imprisonment that I don't deserve, making my Eric and governance have to do all sorts of crazy sky jobs just so you can earn some good deed points of what just killed them. Why are we... I mean, they've got black light. I mean, it's the skin on the nose kid that's doing this. That's doing this thing with the paper, with the Biv DeVoe. It's not even here. This is what it looks like. He's got a roll like this, and he pulls it out, and on this, which is a chartreuse color, and then the light like this is a black light, like the Biv DeVoe, the indigo, the range like that. And he's there by himself. But again, I have no skin on my nose. He does. And it is dangerous. They're not allowed to do that. But it's some kind of like new electron microscopic, like it's tall. And it's like this new machinery I don't know why you would allow at human level. Are you fucking crazy? They're mentally like messing and taking away and creating even like bigger gaps, and now they have it on a timing switch because you taught them how to do that, stupids. Solar City does not allow this. The sun does not allow this. The skin on the nose kids are not allowed in that kind of equipment ever. But now they're hidden in Oort and in Kuiper because you assholes wanted to some rockets to the one moon. The one moon so you could bounce around like stupid idiots. and come home and have a ticker tape parade for one guy in the back of some kind of convertible? Oh, gee, I wonder why they shot JFK in the face. Boom! Wrong agenda, stupid. Whatever. I mean, Loon, Goon, and me, we were like, Solar City told you not to go to the moon things. We got like serious police work. Get yourself a gun and get it like uniformed up. Let's go. What? Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to explain to the kids.